Welcome to the final match of the last 16 round. We're closing out the last spot in the Americas tournament today. We have Chungusmain versus lulnenko. Lulnenko obviously is the champion of Trash Bowl 3. And this is his opening match against a player we haven't seen yet, but we know he's a pretty good player. He's got the legend rank, so he knows what he's going to be doing here. And I want to ask you to drop a like on the video before we proceed here to let these guys know that that you appreciate their work. But that being said, what are we looking at with the decks?
How often do you see mage against mage?
A lot.
Well, Chungusmain is bringing Highlander Shaman, Secret Rogue, and currently playing his Highlander Mage. Face Hunter is banned. Lulnenko is bringing Quest Druid, Cyclone Mage, which is currently playing, a Dragon Priest, and his Bomb Warrior is banned.
So both of them deciding to pick up the Mage right away, and the Bomb Warrior ban chain continues. I'm interested in the Face Hunter ban there from Chungusmain, from Lulnenko. Maybe he's thinking that the deck is just too fast for his lineup, and he doesn't want to see it.
Given the lineup, I can maybe see that actually.
Also, a little bit more off meta bring there in the Quest Druid. We've seen it played before though, and we'll see what Lulnenko can do with it. We know he's a class player. See Lulnenko at the bottom of your screen here with his Tempo Mage. This is the more controlish mage, Chungus.
Decides to keep the lab partner, maybe thinking about using that reduction on something else like the mana reservoir next turn, though the reservoir in and of itself right now is not as necessary a play.
Of course, terrible flag for Lulnenko. It's the ugliest piece of art I've seen all tournament.
I believe it is the second best city flag that was chosen by a participant.
Is that even true?
I
have to think about that.
I think there were only two, so that
it'd probably be better to go without one, honestly.
That's not the question, though. I just said it was the second best out of all the city flags.
Solarian on the board. Looks like a Temple Mage, but it's not.
And you're not going to fool your opponent in this one because everyone knows each other's deck lists.
He knows exactly what's up.
Oh, Missiles looks very appealing, actually.
Isn't Evolving Missiles really the play?
I mean, it denies the Prime.
It does deny the Prime. And it's probably going to get to that Prime because it's a control deck. So, Lulnenko does decide to take that preventative measure.
Still able to play the lab partner if he so feels like it. Might decide to keep that for the Raz.
There's no need, right? You just sack it basically with that spell. You can play it for free whenever you want to actually use a spell.
Wait, did I say it was...
What?
I said it was Highlander Mage. Why do we have two breaths on the hand there? Oh, Magic Trick, never mind.
Magic Trick, yeah. Exactly.
That's where that came from, I believe.
If it's not Highlander, we'll see it sooner rather than later. Then we'll have to let
Wouldn't be the first time that my notes were wrong.
Either our notes are wrong, maybe Q's their own deck. We'll see, but I don't think so. It looks fine. Looks alright there. And so it puts on the mana reservoir, which is it's just incredible to see that, like mana reservoir in 2020.
Well, I mean, he did get it off of the studies.
Still, people play it.
I mean, yeah, it has sticking power.
He chose it himself.
And with Ray of Frost and Arcane Breath, if you feel like it, you can kill the water element.
It might be Apprentice time.
I mean, that too.
Apprentice Lab Partner.
Apprentice, Lab Partner, all three spells, Cyclone.
Arcane Breath, yeah. That could be.
I mean...
No Apprentice then. Just, I guess, the spells.
Does yield a very similar result, except that you have two less minions on the board, which you can keep for future synergies there. And picks up... Yeah, Elemental Allies is interesting. It packs this blast.
I guess the Apprentice wasn't necessary. He made the exact same play he would have made with the Apprentice, right?
Except that he has less minions now, which you can...
But
as a counter in the future,
yeah.
It's not a very minion-centric deck, so there's a good argument there. Arcane Breath would have, for example, also killed the Sorcerer Apprentice.
It would be wasteful.
Elemental Allies is interesting.
I like a lot of these.
Since he already has the Mana Giant.
Yeah.
And Cyclones are also rare in the deck. It's possible to be triggered. Power of Creation is...
You gotta like Deep Freeze or Power of Creation here, right? He takes Power.
I was
Power
about to
Creation does Chungus.
Generally, you would say that Frostbolts were immediately useful, but that's not the primary concern, especially since Chungus has a lot of good spells as well.
The 4-drop.
Ooh. Cram Session. If you play Lab Partner first, you draw 3. Pex's Blast kills the taunt. Well, not quite taunt yet.
That is definitely a consideration. Here come the minions, and here comes the cycle.
It's gonna play the element allies
up.
And if you end up playing 2 giants back-to-back turns,
devolving missiles, and this is the craziness that this deck is all about. Picks up Thalnos there.
Nope.
Doesn't matter.
Second Reservoir.
Seriously? Okay. You have to justify that one to me in the comments, please. Well, I guess you have all the draw at the moment. You have the evocation. Guess the Thalnos is not completely necessary there.
And plays the Reservoir, and you might not even see the evocation right now because there's not that much coming out of it.
Is that 2 more chances? But it could lead to giants.
Yeah, you want to play at least one giant next turn though. Oh, you know what?
Still do have another
noticed?
Apprentice, so you can keep it.
You know what? I just noticed that he probably did as well, but you didn't. Did you see that the side quest proc there? Mana Reservoir is an elemental.
It is elemental, yeah.
That might have been one of the reasons why I picked it.
Maybe, but you have 2 giants on hand.
Yeah, but that means you can play them in the same turn.
By the way, Reno being yellow confirms that this is actually a Highlander deck for Chungus. So
right, yes.
That's good to note on the side.
I was just very briefly confused about the second breath, but I guess I should not have been that surprised that...
Beverage, the sponsor of this tournament.
I should not have been that surprised that a mage deck is going to generate cards.
Yeah.
Oh, also, that's another point here, the Reno, man. Like, those Mana Reservoirs eat up a lot of damage.
Hits the sorcerer, though, that is important.
Yeah, but still leaves 2 Reservoirs alive.
Assuming just Apprentice here? Keep going, right? Push out your giants? You could make a Raz.
Yes, though it would only deal 3. I don't hate a Pex's Blast on the Reno either, necessarily. It's not exactly the fastest play, but it's possible.
Have something to think about. Just, you can't go wrong with giant consoles calling.
Yes. You could play a Pex's Blast Giant as well. In that order.
There it is. And we'll see what we pick up first. Oh, and with all these, he might now be tempted to play that Apprentice.
It definitely looks like something.
And there we go.
Now, notably, Conjurer's Calling not quite in the cards anymore, but hey.
Gotta hurry up a little bit.
Alert to Calling is a good one.
If only he spent mana on spells, right?
It's a good problem to have.
Brain Freeze instant pickup with the Ray of Frost kills in Reno.
Mana Giant now free. And if you have more time, you might even play the Evo, but...
We'll do it another day. Yeah, you see him just... mouse pad on fire. He's making plays, trying to get the Arcane Intellect.
Yeah, to be fair, he can... I mean, we could have probably done it as well, but he skips animations, we don't, so that's gonna save him a lot of time.
Exactly.
And hand very full for Chungus here.
It's full, but is it full of answers?
Well, there's a Janus that... Yeah,
there's
Lab Partner...
yeah. To the Combustion.
Pulls out the power of creation.
So, gotta find taunts. That's not taunts.
It is spells, but not right now.
None of that's taunts. I think you just go full crazy here, right?
1 second. 7 plus 8 plus 8 plus 3 is 26. Plus Lab Partner is 28. Is 27 plus 0 plus 28. Pex's Blast, Lab Partner, everything face wins.
Everything face?
Yes.
What did he figure out here?
That is using the Raz instead of the Pex's Blast, meaning I believe it is 2 off. Well, actually, it would be 4 off.
Does a Pex's Blast go face?
Deal 8 damage.
Okay, you have to go and review that again. If he might have missed a week there, would highly surprise me if Lulnenko did. But we'll go back and review.
Don't currently see anything that would speak against that. I think he just missed it.
We'll have to.
I don't expect him to lose, but
yeah, make a comment on the video, Lulnenko, and then describe your thought process. That's always helpful. That Raz is crushing though.
I mean, again, I don't doubt his ability to win this match. Just saying, could have maybe won it faster. The road was going, there was a lot of cards that could have been played there.
We'll have to definitely check it again.
And you're not necessarily thinking about lethal when your opponent is 28.
Cone of Cold? That's gonna... Oh, well, it does actually, it's not gonna help him.
Nexus Blast can still win.
Also, the Raz just passively.
Well, over 4 turns, but yeah.
But that Cone of Cold...
And the Raz
is not gonna help him out that much, so... Lulnenko will take the win here. Will take the win with the first one with the mage over the control mage. So manages to stamp without the big value was created, and that is the 1-0 lead. He's down to his priest or druid, and I'm curious to see what he goes with next.
And of course, very fun. As you said, he doesn't play enough mana for his spells.
Nope.
Never got that dragon.
Never got the quest done. Should have paid mana.
As I said, it's a good problem to have,
Should
though.
have stopped cheating. That's what you get for just cheating mana.
I mean, he won.
Speaking of cheating mana, he might go druid here right away. We haven't seen we haven't seen druid much in general, especially not the quest druid. And if you're Chungus, what do? Like you just stick with the mage. You have that shaman, which is just really out there. But if you know how to play it, I guarantee you, your opponent probably doesn't know how to play against it. Well,
if your opponent is anyone but Lulnenko...
That might be true, exactly. If your opponent is anyone but Lulnenko, which probably seen everything, but... It's definitely something that can give you an advantage, not statistically, but just knowledge-wise. And he actually does go there.
And we get to see both the decks you just mentioned.
This might be one of the rarest matchups we're going to see in competitive Hearthstone at the moment. Shaman versus Druid.
Yeah, and...
Firebat is turning in his grave. Nobody can believe it. Seeing Shaman on Druid.
I guess Lulnenko saw some untapped potential in the Druid class.
I guess he saw that, yeah. Maybe he did.
Speaking of, I think the Merchant might be a keep, but... Ooh,
this is a good sponsor, dude. Merchant is a great keep. Steel Beetle, everything working out.
Okay, if you're Lulnenko, is this the kind of situation where you coin on one? Looks like it is.
Gotta get it in. You gotta get... I mean... if you play this druid, you have to find an argument not to coin on one.
I guess the best thing I can come up with is coining on 2.
Well, that way you return slower.
I mean, it ends up being the same thing, right? You get a 2-drop down, but you coin to get the proc. It ends up being the same thing.
You get one. You have one less proc in total. He's now 2 procs already.
Well,
now
if he had played a 2-drop, but yeah, it's of course correct.
Highest priority, and he still has Steel Beetle.
Yeah.
With the Nourishing Hand, and that Nourish is also going to come in clutch.
Now, notably, of course, he's going to have the quest done before he can use the Nourish, but again, it seems like a good problem to have. Ooh. If only this was wild, Chungus might be able to summon Alakir the Windlord.
He might.
I don't think you want to be in a situation where you have all 4 basic totems on the board. This generally means you didn't accomplish much of anything.
Maybe if you had, you play Totem Goliath, it dies.
Yeah.
This is a control deck. His Shaman is not an aggro. He's not trying to play Totem Shaman here.
And here we go!
He's cool with this.
He's got all of them.
Yeah, he's just valuing it out. Of course, the Rising Winds here. Eagle time. Draw time.
Even more draw time.
Squeeze value out of everything. Lulnenko 2020. Probably. I don't know if he said that, but he probably did. He actually probably mumbles that to himself whenever he plays a game. Like the whole time, like a mantra. Could be a lightning storm?
It feels guaranteed.
That is a Raz,
3,
right? On the hand? That is a Raz, right? On the top right of his hand?
Yeah, it's kind of smosh. That's what I thought.
Thought it was a Raz. It looked like a Raz.
It could become a Raz.
It could become a Raz. The mighty wall of totems, man. He's holding on.
How about... Oh, is Nourish gonna overdraw you, actually?
Yes.
Ooh.
Can't do it just yet.
Ooh.
Gotta keep the value in check. I like maybe Ghidra Rising Winds, if that's enough value.
I mean, he could have done that last turn, he didn't seem to want it then. Maybe that's just not big enough.
not enough value. One Ghidra with Nourish or nothing.
Ah, Nature Studies. Good squeeze in every turn. Innervate might be appealing, but the other ones are both choose 1 cards.
Yeah. Starfall is big.
Picks up the mark.
Oh.
I like the mark here. Yeah. It might be a good thing to put on Ghidra later on as well, or just immediately.
Blessing of Kings, better one.
Yeah, given the matchup, it might be about equal, since the taunt doesn't matter as much, but still.
There you go. So Chungus with the Shami, what's the banner smart looking?
Ah, it's Millhouse Mana Storm!
Millhouse.
Oh, but a 5-mana 5/5 that makes all your enemies.
Yeah, how about you basically concede with a battle cry? Yeah, great idea.
Against a deck that barely uses spells.
Barely. So Earthquake Time saying I've got my handful of stuff too. I'm just cleaning this up. And let lulnenko make plays here. I'm gonna play reactive.
No good 4-mana spell here. I might like Studies.
Yeah, I think you keep Studies. You go. You keep Rising the Winds. Yeah.
If you can pick up a 4-mana spell, you might play Ghidra plus with, well, effectively 3 then, but doesn't even seem to play Studies at all. Oasis Soldier is a huge pickup.
That's actually a minion deploy though. Yeah, there it goes. That is something for once.
He's gonna keep that Ghidra until he gets the Oasis with it.
What's the Banner Smosh?
The Banner Smosh is Alex Straza.
You know what?
The less cool one.
Is that the less cool Alex Straza? It's a pretty cool one.
I mean, in the current situation, it might be the cooler one.
Costs 5 mana.
The thing is, if you use it right now, you're gonna just instantly run into the Hidden Oasis, right?
5 mana, deal 14, yeah.
The problem is, lulnenko's gonna heal it back, and you'd rather get a legendary that you actually get a big use of.
I guess. He's gonna play reactive, clear it up here. Guess this is what he does best.
And is it Innervate, Ghidra, Nourish, or Hidden Oasis or whatever time?
This time be the time. The big one. No Hex, notably, on the hand for Chungus. No Zephyrs either, that will turn into one.
And the Ghidra is going to be a 17.
With a Rushwind Fury.
Yes.
On the side.
The Rush matters right now, but
taunt with it.
The Wind Fury might matter very soon.
Nubasath.
And you might still play Nature Studies, and then, I guess... Oh, right, healing... Oh,
well,
yeah, healing 3, yeah.
That's kind of the downside, right?
I mean, I get it. But yeah, it's a bit of a weird card to include, to be honest. Because you want to play it before the quest gets finished, but you don't get that many... I guess it's really just for clearing off small things.
Yeah, it's just for getting there. Another Nourish.
At that point, just for draw.
Oh, Zephyr's big.
Okay, so Zephyrus...
It's a big pickup.
Yeah, but... Oh! Yes, the one that... The Shadow World Ruin, that's the one, right?
That's worst case, right? If it can come up with anything better, it's Ruin. Because
the only thing that clears big boards is normally Twisting Nether, but that's not going to do it. Blizzard might be there, but only if you had increase your stats first. Shadow World Ruin, Wall is also possible, but I might prefer the Ruin here. And also the Banner Smosh wasn't Archmage Antonitis.
Nothing phenomenal. Yeah, you're Ruin. I mean, you can't take all this damage, of course.
Yeah. And again, the 3 attack is not that worrying, comparatively.
Time for the cooler Ysera, maybe. Soulless Value.
Did you just find something? No. Okay. No, I'm just looking. You know, he's pushing damage very effectively for what he's playing, and yes. I was just looking if he had somehow found lethal, but he doesn't have any other damage.
Druid doesn't really do it that much from hand.
And now you have the choice. Do you surf or do you just play the dragon?
The cooler Alex Straub.
And by the way, Frizz is the Banner Smosh. Yeah. Is that a Deathwing?
That's a Deathwing, and what's the other one?
Onyx Mage Scribe.
That's a big time ripcord there. If it ever came down to it, he's up 1 Deathwing now with Chungus.
And is he gonna play the Lightning Bloom just to immediately get the spells? That doesn't seem great unless you get a spell that you really want. But what is it for 2 or less mana?
Earth Shock?
Where are 4 more
Decision
points of
time.
damage?
Decision time.
Because right now, notably, lulnenko is 4 points off lethal with that bite.
Starfall there. The nourish value, man. Crazy.
I mean,
But he's setting up the
Draw through
Starfall,
entire
I imagine,
deck, yeah.
as he's playing this one, he's going to clear the board.
it sure looks like it.
Keep chopping.
Oh, the crystal power is gonna deal the damage first,
Yep.
and then it should be.
But it doesn't.
Yeah, the,
If a minion goes below 0 health, it's dead.
that's what I
Works with
thought.
Lightsteel.
So yeah, there is that. There's a card that's that's the groundskeeper, and that is a Hagatha scheme, which is not gonna be as great. Farsight is interesting, but it's not gonna save you.
No, you definitely don't want to be forced into his death ring. Lurker below?
Lurker below doesn't do it. Groundskeeper does heal you a little bit.
Yeah, that's an important one, I think.
13. We're looking at 11 right now from lulnenko. And Lurker Below doesn't really do much of anything. But there is a taunt, so there's that.
Just powered it out for tempo.
Remember
when Lurker Below was not a beast?
Yes, despite them saying that it should have always been that.
Always should have been one.
It's crazy, right? They immediately when it was revealed and it's like someone was like, "Oh, should this be a beast?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, it was supposed to be like we'll fix it like on the next patch." And then it still took them like a month
later.
or so, dude.
Yeah. So Lulnenko is pulling huge dragons out of the portals right now. Of course, golden portals because he is Hearthstone rich. There's a Deathwing, and Chungus might go no you on him there soon because he doesn't seem to be able to clear this up any other good way. He's got the wave, but that doesn't even help him.
I mean, you could still wave and then Deathwing for some healing. It's gonna be a lot of healing.
You might.
I mean, I wouldn't hate 9
if you
times
Deathwing, you do it first.
3, so that would be...
If Deathwing is your only out, then you of course you do your wave first.
Because, what did I say 9 times 3? That's 27, that's
yeah,
full.
Beautiful.
That's
But
full heal.
the Hagatha scheme right now is like at 2 ticks, I believe, which is nothing special.
Yeah, 2 damage. So, ooh. Oh, Mind Render Elusia, by the way, it's fun, but not...
Is Hydra now? So is there now a way to do it?
Wait, Dragon Queen.
5
mana Dragon Queen.
Yeah.
You can still play Deathwing after, at the very least.
I'm looking more like a Ghidra turn, but let's see what he wants here.
I mean, there's some healing in there for sure. As a possibility, Nosdorm was not it.
Kalik goes. Oh, the tidal wave is then free. I see. Or the earthquake.
Earthquake is 7 plus either scheme or tidal wave. Well, I can't do either of those though. That's not enough.
The options. Is he still forced to Deathwing somehow? No, right?
I think so. Because Earthquake is gonna leave the Deathwing and the Alex alive.
He can bloom the scheme.
Or play the Gid. No, that doesn't kill everything. Yeah, I guess you have to. But that's still not it, right? Letting bloom to scheme is leaving the Deathwing alive.
Yeah.
Which.
No, he has to pull out his Deathwing.
Yeah, because any point of damage that lulnenko finds, which we know he has the bite,
he saw it.
Would have won him.
He saw it last second there, did Chungus. Now, of course, that's literally all the cards are on the table now.
So I think if you're Chungus, you would have rather just tidal waved and Deathwing to get at least healed to full now.
I wanted to take the chance on the Alex Straza.
I get it.
Oh yeah.
But you might want to take the safety.
Now you're top decking, and now you're trying. Now lulnenko will turn on the clamps because you have 1 card. Fireheart is
a good one.
Listen, it could be something.
This is like Miracle Rogue with the Auctioneer.
That's not it.
Hex or Frost Shock. Pick your poison.
I think it has to be Frost Shock. You need that.
Well, I mean, Hex deals with one thing.
Well, Frostshock does it for one turn at least. You have to have
That's
as
true.
much like mana as possible.
That's a point. Storm's Wrath with a mana
I
efficiency?
think we'll have to kill the Twilight Drake.
I mean, but it hits multiple things, doesn't it? It hits 3.
It doesn't, only if he's holding a dragon.
Oh, why is it? Oh, it's. I was about to say. I was confused by the effect
It's a
on Mitch, but it's from the Fireheart. Yeah, right. So
Yeah, kill the Twilight Drake.
kills a Twilight Drake. Deathwing kills a 4/4.
And he's wait, what's that? What's this?
Kill the 4/4 instead.
That's gonna cost him now. Because now the bite wins again. With the other one, he had 12. Now the bite makes a.
To be fair, he doesn't know about the bite, but you still want to take as much damage off the board as possible, right?
That's tough, yeah. I guess he wanted taunts to be cleared, but that bite now wins for lulnenko. Man, these games are exotic, dude. We get Highlander Shaman and Quest Druid. lulnenko chugging the numbers once more. Considering whether he should play Feoris.
lulnenko shooting me a message saying he cannot.
I can't not play this for Feoris, says lulnenko, and
If that someone ends up biting him in the ass.
Walking Fountain. I mean, it can't, right? Like it's
That's not enough, though, is it?
possible. No, there's no way.
So wait, Walking Fountain and Stoneclaw Totem. Let's calculate here. He's going up to 11.
World Totem first, no matter what.
Oh, there it is. Hit the Fireheart into the top
You
there.
take the Twilight Drake and the Oblivitron with that.
Yes.
And then the Deathwing can kill the 7/6.
And you're going down to dealing only 15. And your opponent only has 11 health. I mean,
Yeah.
15 after the taunt. So from what Chungus is seeing,
Still enough.
he only sees
He's 11, but that's enough.
11, which is enough, yeah.
So, lulnenko with the Feoris. Misplay by lulnenko. Official misplay. There we go. But he's up 2-0. So, he has to take it now with the Priest. Never showed that bite, by the way.
I am generally of the opinion that this is not the right time to show off with your Feoris.
I guess he like did the math in his head, and he was like, "Man, I got a 99% chance to win anyway." Maybe he did actually like make sure that no draw will win. Yes, because he already seen his Zephyrus.
Yeah, it seems like an unnecessary risk, even if it's a very
Oh yeah,
small
for
one.
sure. But hey, got a meme, right? So the Priest time for lulnenko, and Chungus has to sweep this Priest now, which is a tough task. Especially lulnenko who's feeling himself like he is right now. Big shout out, by the way.
Yeah, notably,
Great entertainer.
I think Chungus has a relatively decent lineup for taking on the Priest. The Rogue, maybe not as much, but the other two decks seem like they could somewhat evenly compete with it.
Gonna go back to Mage. And thinking he'll be able to outvalue him there. All that weapon tag is not great for Chungus.
Yeah.
I'm surprised actually he banned Warriors so liberally if you teched against weapons so much.
That's a point.
You can just think about those.
I mean, yeah, why
The
not?
Priest is not gonna play a weapon.
The only counterpoint is wanting to really get rid of that cleric. I mean,
Yeah, just drop those. You have good tempo plays when you have your Janus.
and we're gonna see studies and presumably maybe a Holy Smite into the Ooze. Twin Tyrant is really good, but the matchup might suggest something else.
Yeah, he looks phenomenal as well.
Given the... I guess for the Giants, I was about to say given the matchup you could maybe argue Alex, but I can see the argument for the Reaver.
See Twilight Drake from lulnenko, and then Chungus is going to be sitting at a tough spot with no card currently in hand, so he might just float for 2 mana here. Oh, there's a freezer, a freezy boy. Like, what's the name of that card? Oh, the freezer. That's what he does.
It's a water elemental. Ooh, interesting. Kabbalah not quite able to take it, but given the 2 raised deaths, there is an argument to be made to just have that be your second minion that you get 2 copies of.
I think he goes for spell value here.
It's probably the better play.
Holy Smite, yeah.
It can't go face. Very
This
important.
is F. Jandis should be incoming here. The Holy Smites are good to keep the Jandis real, to ping the illusions.
Oh, yes. Or even the Janus itself, though not as effective.
Yep, there it goes.
Oh, actually, with Janus you could probably, if you really felt like it, play the Cabal Acolyte now, smite both of the guys, hit the one that isn't an illusion with the Spellkin, and you get the extra 2/1 out of it.
Which one do we pick here? Oh, we can't see. Great, right.
We could have seen what he hovered over, but quite frankly, it looked briefly not at the screen, so I actually
Blizzard fix, please, because expectation we can't see for the top guy. What do you pick? Not a big difference here either way.
Huge difference, yeah. Oh, double smite's not possible on the same turn as the Cabal Acolyte. Not that you'd necessarily want to do that, but. And
this is a bit wrong, but I guess it's fine actually. Like worst case scenario, you just smite it.
Yeah, though you'd probably rather smite the illusion and the water elemental than the Kodo. As a matter of fact, the Kodo and the water elemental have the same stat line, but the water elemental has the effect. So
question is, do you want to steal the Jandis? Probably not.
I don't think.
Is it enough value for the full neck? It seems like it. He's happy with that. Okay.
I mean, it's a 4-mana 2/4 and 2/1, and you're removing a 2/1 from your opponent's board.
I was
Reno
sure you had to wave apathy.
Reno is actually dude. Reno.
Reno's clear.
Well, he deals 10.
You hit minions first.
Yeah, you have to hit 1 in first.
Yeah.
So that's maybe a consideration.
It's a tempo play.
You know, I was saying for why you would pick up the Jandis, though I guess getting a 2 Dragon Sleep is probably not the worst thing.
Yep, there he goes, and Freezer Boy will connect base. Elementally, the blue one.
And
hits him in the face.
Raised Dead has some interesting cards in it now.
Well, Aeon Reaver to just.
I mean, doesn't kill anything but the Jandis in the. Maybe that was the reason.
No.
And I guess you pick. See, okay, Void Drinker is the obvious pick, so you might play. You might pick Lapidary. Oh no, wait, it has Taunt, so obviously pick Lapidary. No dice to hero power either way. But generally, you don't pick the Taunt, right? Picks the Taunt.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't expect it. I would assume that's
the gen is off Raised Dead. That's why you take it, of course.
I mean, it wasn't guaranteed by any means if he had cleared the hero power only and somehow left the taunt alive. Well, I guess he kills the taunts with a minion at the Jazz with hero power. There is 3 minions in the pool.
This stuff only comes from having been there and having seen every situation. The language was too smart for me, man. God damn it.
Picks up the Twin Tyrant here for Fizz and Combustion. Very good.
That's a nice play. Because he knows that one of them is gonna die. Actually, both of them, yeah.
Because it's 5 damage.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter which one is the illusion.
Wow.
As a matter of fact,
well, the taunt has 6 health, right?
No, they both had 5.
It's 5? Oh yeah, it's 5. So
it's a 4/5 and a 5/5.
So that was a good combustion there with the
yeah.
Wow. More like Chungus' brain, am I right?
Chungus just knew the double sleep, and I don't know if but he might still not know which one was the illusion, and it doesn't really matter.
No.
Except for psychological stuff,
yeah.
But knowing what your opponent's going to do next time around.
The entire time. And this is all of a sudden turned into a tempo game with lulnenko Raised Deading, in not his own Jandis, and then the Twin Tyrant and stuff.
How about Raised Dead double Twilight Drake or something?
Murazan for the know you.
Oh. Well, no, I like the race into the double Twilight Drake.
No more Jandices.
There's a Lapidary there.
Yeah. Smite, just smite the Reno. Do not interfere the dragon and just heal your face.
Yeah.
Just sit there.
Lulnenko is the kind of person who's gonna end up finding a lethal through the inner fire.
Probably. Yeah.
And it might be Twilight Drake.
Twilight Drake's already setting up. Though I like the stabilization there Chungus has been able to achieve. He's got the tempo on the board, he has the Zephyrs on hand, the impact cards where he needs them.
And 3 card discoveries, well not all discoveries, but generation cards just on the right side of the hand. for Chungus. Picks up the Arcane Breath first. Magic Trick?
You might like Counterspell.
Seems to be the case. Counterspell, Hero Power face, and nope. One Maker.
Maker looking for Ray of Frost.
That's Elemental Allies, yeah.
So yeah, no, let's play Counterspell instead.
I believe Zephyrus is in fact an Elemental.
Zephyrus is an Elemental.
Just one more.
Status stuff.
There's a Cabal Acolyte situation here if you feel like it. That being said, Morzan now might be interesting. You draw some cards, you deal some damage, you get to know what the secret is. And since it's Counterspell, you trigger it.
Is it enough value?
I don't know.
Man, it can't be enough value, right? No. Not yet. Not yet, it's not enough. Gotta figure out something better.
Twilight Drake Lapidary.
Maybe he's thinking about, like, he's thinking like another dimension ahead.
Again, you get to find out what the secret is.
Something that this somehow does later on.
So that's extra information. Was the hand full, or does
his handful's full.
If you're holding a dragon effect, just not
his handful's full.
So he knew what.
Just uses the inner fire to burn the
was.
Counterspell and make space insane.
Now also Chungus knows what this secret is, so he should probably, if he has the 1 mana over, just play the allies.
Yeah.
Easy one.
Never gonna get that on, so let me just push that out. That's how you play around Counterspells. So, yeah.
I mean, I really like all of the whenever there's a copied secret, you know what it is, so you can play around that. So that's a smart thing. Malagos. Ysera is also looking good, but
I like
Malagos.
Goose. Yeah, the Goose is good.
Also, is he holding? Oh, he's not holding a dragon right now, so he can't play it immediately.
But start also calculating damages if you're Chungus. You got 6 sitting on the board. You have a Zephyrus in your hand.
Yes.
Not today, but you know.
That's what it's been. 12 Surge is also 12.
You start thinking
Fireball is also 12. You know how.
Yep. And Cobalt powered out, just Tempo Noah's weapon tech useless. There's a way to be empathy.
Well, I mean, you can just steal the dragon as it is.
You could do that with your 6 drop.
How about Twilight Drake and Cabal Shadow Priest?
That might be true. We'll Draconic Studies first. No hurt to that.
Honestly, maybe pick up another Twilight Drake.
Twilight Drake, right there. Some of your biggest minions.
Yeah, and it's not like you're gonna need the draw.
Yep.
He picks the draw anyways. And pretty much exactly the play we said. Getting himself 410. He did notably use the inner fire to deal with the counter spell,
so that's not in his plan.
Raz is not gonna be very much.
Not at the moment. He might.
Zephyrus can give you a twisting damage, but that's a bit excessive.
Oh yeah, you don't love that at all. Really? Oh.
Mass Dispel maybe as well, but that. Or you could just get one of the airdrops, right?
And at least lean on the Twilight Drake. I don't know. Nope. Decides to clean it up, saying we're good. I got an Ysera coming up.
How about another one though?
Another Twilight Drake?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think so.
Big ol' Web doesn't affect it, neither does Cleric, so you can play the Cleric first, and if you don't like the card you're getting, you can still play the Twilight Drake after with the same stats. Seems to be what he's going for. Apotheos, you also
pick.
And still plays Twilight Drake, as I said. 4-9 on the board.
There's a Goose!
This one was picked up naturally from the deck.
And now he's holding a dragon. And that is a Goose.
And what are we looking for here? That goes Fireball. That's looking good.
It's 8.
Melis Fireball is 8, plus Hero Power is 9.
Not this turn.
I mean, yeah, you also don't have Zephyrs anymore, so that's really all that is. Pushes out the Raz. Clears a 1-1 and deals 1 to the face, as the Hero Power would have as well. Apotheosis and Restore are
tempting the counter push there. Yeah, Apotheosis is a huge plus.
Saket, Apotheosis on the Twilight Drake, and
Pimcarp opening Old Lord Borov, by the way, as we record this game, stealing the show. Congratulations, Pimcarp. on getting the best card in the game that I had to craft to play Warrior.
Saket, put Apotheosis on the Twilight Drake and hit the Raz, I would say.
On the Whelp for the extra heal.
It's 1 extra point of healing, but I like the extra health on the Twilight Drake.
This Illuminance is a good pickup.
Can give you either an extra life stealer or even more spells. He's being greedy.
Yeah, more Veil Weavers. Let's get him.
And I guess you hit the Whelp in and then you could renew it, but you could also renew Phase.
You renew, you pick up more value.
3 spells, really?
Value's the game. You pick Silence or Lazul Scheme, so you can pick up more spells.
I guess Psyche Split could give you more Sethics in the long run, though.
Another Silence, why not? Don't mind if I do.
And I guess you could silence any of the minions, and then...
Actually, he's gonna overdraw here. He's gonna play another spell that's targeted, so... Wave instead, making sure he doesn't overdraw.
It's almost like it would have been better to get yourself a second life stealer instead of a second set.
No. The Whale Weavers, man. He don't understand. It is a value game.
I guess you Zephyrus's Fireball... not Zephyrus's, Malagos's Fireball, the Imp. Well...
Evocation. How did you
Words.
I was confused. Evocation down? Is there Ray of Frost in there? No, but a Mirage.
Conjurer's Calling.
Conjurer's Calling on a Goose?
I mean, where else? I mean, it is only a 5-drop though. Despite its crazy effect and somewhat decent stats, it's only a 5-drop. I don't know, man.
This is such a complicated match. Jesus.
If you play Learn Draconic, you can still you can finish it this turn is the thing. Because you can play Cone of Cold and Conjurers.
Oh, Cone is a big pickup. I actually didn't see.
Oh, I didn't see that either in the first go around.
That's huge.
I mean, Cone of Cold and then Conjurer's Calling. You can hit the Malagos into the 1/1 first.
That's exactly what he does. So Chungus finds the play.
That egg is awkward.
Those aren't great pickups.
Steward of Scroll at least has spell damage.
It does. And he made it. He made a temple play.
Sethek.
Another one. He made a temple play here. Well, Lulnenko, if you're cool, of course, you're going to Eon Reaver the egg. Obviously. If you're a true memer, you'll do it.
Or the 6/6.
Or one of the big minions, yeah. Got a silence ready for the egg.
The egg doesn't do anything.
Needed.
If the Battlecraft the egg doesn't trigger, it literally does nothing.
But you steal it, right? You steal the egg.
I mean, why?
Memes.
I
Why do you play Feoris that time? Memes. Should be clear by now. Man, this is the Black Steves. I don't know what I will say I have no idea what's happening here, man. I shuffle bombs for a living, okay? That's all I do. I don't know what this game is. Do you silence one of your dudes to like get an attack?
I don't think so, since they would all really not benefit from it is the problem.
I'm lost.
The Registry you don't even want to trigger.
These guys are playing on a couple levels above.
Ooh, there's an interesting pickup there for Chungus.
Is it?
I mean, it deals a couple of points of damage put across the enemies.
There's really no AoE clears right now for Chungus.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is an AoE. You played that.
Well, yeah. No,
you played that. You hit the fireball into the 7/8.
That's a bit like saying like arcane missiles are an AoE clear. Oh, that's a big time.
I didn't say it was a clear. I said it was an AoE. And I guess you could. I guess now you can frostbolt the big old whelp.
But where are those? Where are the flame strikes? Where are the blizzards? The frost novas?
Interestingly enough, I wonder what he's gonna do exactly, because if he freezes the big guy, that...
The whelp?
Yeah, that leaves him with 4/16. Well, not quite. If he freezes the big guy, then Shadowward Ruin is 2 off lethal.
Where's it the hand damage come from?
What?
The hand damage.
Shadowward Ruin kills the taunt.
Or then just mind control it.
Then the board...
His board is 13.
Is... Oh wait, yeah. Wait, 12. I didn't say 16. I somehow got 4 extra in it. 12 because the tutor will kill the second Sethek.
the tutor out there. Oh, damn.
That being said, yeah, no, I miscalculated the multiples of 4 somehow, but what else do we have here?
Somehow cheated the Soul Shard to play a lot.
Wait,
That's the only...
Shadow Badness gives you an extra 3 though. So that would be 16. Wait, no, what did I say? It would be 15.
Just go mind control.
Yeah,
Classical ankle. Just shove it. Just shove the damage. See if you can deal with it. And it looks like... Oh! The Reno, no way.
The Amazing Reno.
No way he top decked that.
I feel like it has to be the play, right?
What else would?
That is the point.
You don't win any other way.
You play the Amazing Reno, get a fireball in your face next turn, and then, you know...
I can't believe it. What's he doing?
Is Chrono Breaker gonna clear?
Oh, he might have calculated... Yes, it is.
Fair enough.
Oh, so he's got another one. He's got another round of Chungusmain.
And allows him to play the Cartoot here.
Much needed taunt heal.
Now, of course, the Cartoot is going to get Shadow Madness, probably.
Burn.
Or something. Okay, here's the question. How do you deal 1 point of damage to the Cartoot Defender? Because I don't mind...
You're not gonna get it to die, you just kill the other guy, it doesn't matter.
Oh,
you wave it, wave it later,
he...
and still that way. Okay.
And he gets to hit 3 in the face.
Is it Dan Reno time?
It will have... Well, actually, Ice Barrier probably suffices.
Ice Barrier is not. Maybe. Nope, Reno. No more games, says Chungusmain. Now this is real life. Rips.
Has 8 health, and there's not a lot of spells for priests that can go face anymore.
Chungus is adding fatigue game, lulnenko is just playing arena now. We're just putting stats on the board.
And what is the spell gonna be? It's gonna be Nature Studies.
Into an arcane and what?
Yeah.
He has options.
Oof.
You have to play the Ice Barrier for sure this time.
It sure seems like it.
Yeah, you can't gamble on Dragon here. There's no way.
You shouldn't.
Ray of Frost is a big one.
And
a big one.
Spellkin
Chungus is breathing, dude. I don't get it, but he's still alive. He's still alive and kicking.
Spellkin can give you more of Ray of Frost if you feel like it. Or an Arcane Breath and a Tome of Knowledge.
Wow. What is this game?
Yeah, I think you just play the double raise right now.
Ray seems good.
Oh, I think I know what he's thinking about. He's thinking about silences. Which is the point. Because he doesn't currently have one, but just a regular silence on both of them would lose.
Yeah, so there's the Ice Barrier being procced.
And they're pushing 1 point of damage that way. And one maker coming out. I don't know anything that would help huge amounts right now. Draconic Studies was good.
That's good value.
Skeletal Dragon?
Yeah, for sure. Let's drop it down. Don't even worry about it.
And Chungus going down 7 and...
Caligos.
Wait, Caligos has Mage Spell, right? No, it's a spell.
It's a spell.
I'm never sure which one it is. So, that way, not as helpful for immediately winning. Because if one thing that Priest doesn't do since the restructure is deal damage with spells.
Yeah.
Pyroblast is spicy, but not as helpful.
Evolving missiles. How about that? Yeah, we'll take it.
It feels like it must be the case, but...
Once at the taunt, for sure. You still have the Ray of Frost later on.
Yeah.
Magic Trick, it's a Cram Sessions. Spellbender, I don't know. It's gonna be
Spellbender is intriguing, but because also your opponent has to play around the secret, but you want to play the missiles for sure. You want to play the Rays of Frost probably. And you want to hit once. There's no missiles.
Another one.
Plays that one first.
What is this game? Smart. Playing that one first. Big. And the other one.
You can hit the you can hit the taunt and cast 2 rays, can't you? I would have probably hit the taunt first. Because you know you can clear it very... It's very understated, it's a good hit. Spellbender.
Hit and you want to push a ray.
Maybe both rays, I don't know.
One more probably not. Freeze is probably more worth it later down the line. Yeah. So that's a Spellbender up, so Lulnenko is going to have to consider that. And maybe he doesn't really expect it. We'll see what happens. There's no terrible targeted spells right now.
Now he knows it's not counter spell. Or most of the other ones that trigger off of spells. So
we don't want to put that Psycho thing on there. What's it called?
Psychic Split. But what you might want to like is Thought Steal. That could just win you the game.
It might. Pick up a Fireball.
Well, actually, I don't think he runs Fireball, but... Azul Scheme. Perfect thing to get Spell... Bun. I was just thinking that. Spent. No, but yeah.
Spell bundled.
Sure.
Yeah, this is like a split.
Cold Blood on. Ooh, a friendly minion.
That's not what you needed there at all.
I mean, no, but hey.
Like, not even in the slightest.
Oh, right. The copied one is still frozen.
Yeah. Pushes Dragon Queen. He has one Ray if he needs it, and that's a Chrono Breaker. And what's the other guy there? Is that
a Scale Lord?
This is Scale Lord. That's the bad one. That's not the one you want.
The Amber Watcher is really great, though. I have definitely won some matches because of Amber Watcher before.
Scale Lord gives you Murloc's Divine Shield. We're far away from that. What we are not far away from is Fatigue, though. And there's Mind Flare Carge.
8-8, don't mind if I do.
Okay, you're gonna take one of these. This game is insane.
And I assume we're gonna see a trade here. And sure! Get yourself another Alex Straza!
Gift Allowance. Reno, do magic. Mark of the Wild in it.
If it's on the friendly minion, at least he has a taunt.
Is this the end of it, though? There's a Solarian way too late for anything. Is this the end of the miracle?
You can't kill the Chrono Breaker, so that is not even relevant. And also the two 5/11s are nearly impossible to deal with. I think Missiles has to be it, but that's not going to win you anything. I mean, it was
Depth Charge! That triggers at the start of Lulnenko's turn!
It works!
There's no way he found that. Also, you can't ping off the Divine Shield though, because then there's an Alex Straza popping up from that.
I mean, he also literally can't ping off the Divine Shield.
Okay, so Depth Charge?
Wait. Now he gets the Alex Straza though, right? Because Depth Charge plus Chrono Breaker.
Yeah?
I think that was a misplay. I think he just lost because of the Chrono Breaker.
Was there another way to do it though? The Alex Straza can't attack because it hatched on his turn.
Right, never mind.
What's going on? Caligos is a decent opportunity, not a huge one.
No, I think you just cycle spells. Renew is a good one. Mass Res is a good one.
What is this nonsense, man?
And Twisting Nether.
The Depth Charge
fell. Hey, it's something.
That topped off my day.
Yep,
it's
there it is.
To an end, though. Boy, the best match.
This is the end.
For the last one of the first round. So, Lulnenko takes it 3-0 against the main Chungus. Wow.
I will say, but this we've said something like this before in another match, but this did not feel like a 3-0 match.
This also didn't feel like a first round match. This felt like a finals.
Dude, Chungus?
Damn, son.
I know your stat line says 0-3, but
prop.
You played better than an 0-3 player, and you faced a champ.
That was crazy. That was absolutely insane. So, what a good send-off for the last 16, and get this, it's only supposed to get better from here as the quality of player gets filtered out. Unbelievable. So, Lulnenko is going to move on into the second round. His streak continues. And, wow, man, Chungus, big plays all around. Definitely looking forward to seeing you back next time. Creative deck brings and some major creative gameplay. Wow. Unbelievable. Drop a like, everybody. This definitely deserves it. And we will be starting the second round soon, so big hype for that. Everybody join the Discord server, link in the description if you want to get notified of when videos come out and meet all the players, hang out, and see all the scheduling. That's the place for you to be. Link in the description. Subscribe to TrashcanTV, and then we're going to see you in the next one. JJ.
That's it.
That's it.